a company in the Bible. We're going to look at a company. This company is called Israel. It's a monarch. It's a monarch. It's a company. So we must learn from the best. And so the best person we see, it was King Solomon. The Bible records that he was the richest man in the world. So if he was rich, we must learn with this man. And another thing, it says that he reigned with peace. He had peace in his era whilst managing Israel P2I Ltd. A very big company. It was in the Middle East. Very big, that company. So now, practically, how did he do that? And then from more, after we unpack that, we are going to go straight to finance, how to manage from personal finance to business finance, because they're not the same. And then from how to initiate a business idea, concept, take it to something that functions, and then again grow it. I have several businesses myself. I have an accounting business, where I do books for companies. I have a bakery, it's quite successful. So I'm speaking here in a point of as a business person, and again as a person that is able to teach these things. So now, yeah.
Maybe I missed that part. Did you say you are here as a representative of a certain company, or?
No, I'm saying, you missed that part.
Yeah.
I was saying that I am here as a business person. I have a business, a bakery. At the same time, I have
so you're not here as maybe a referral from a company? Or
no, that I will cover that one I will cover when we speak about finance and business. Before and then come strong foundation and then go there. Have we found Kings?
This one?
Yeah, can you read for us verse 1 and then we'll move verse 1 to 2, 3 to 4 until verse 10, I think. And then from verse 10 we start unpacking the whole thing. Let's interact. I love what you're doing. Let's interact. Let's talk. Let's interact.
First Kings chapter 10 verse 1.
Yeah.
The heading is the Queen of Sheba visits Solomon.
Yeah.
When the Queen of Sheba heard about the fame of Solomon and his relationship to the Lord, she came to test Solomon with hard questions. Verse 2, arriving at Jerusalem with a very great caravan, with the camels carrying spices, large quantities of gold, and precious stones, she came to Solomon and talked with him about all that she had on her mind. Verse 3, Solomon answered all her questions. Nothing was too hard for the king to explain to her. Verse 4, when the Queen of Sheba saw all the wisdom of Solomon and the palace he had built, verse 5, the fruit of his table, there sitting on his officials, they are tending servants in their robes, his cup bearers and the burnt offerings he made at the temple of the Lord. She was overwhelmed. Verse 6, she said to the king, the report I had in my own country about your achievements and your wisdom is true. Verse 7, but I did not believe these things until I came and saw with my own eyes. Indeed, not even half was told me. In wisdom and wealth, you have far exceeded the report I had. Verse 8, how happy your people must be, how happy your officials who continually stand before you and hear your wisdom. Verse 9, praise to be the Lord your God, who has delighted in you and placed you on the throne of Israel. Because of the Lord's eternal love for Israel, he has made you king to maintain justice and righteousness. Verse 10, she gave the king 120 talents of gold, large quantities of spices, and precious stones. Never again were so many spices brought in as those the Queen of Sheba gave to the King Solomon.
That is verse 10, no? Up to verse 10. That is verse 10. I'm going to move very fast. So, now, Queen Sheba, who also has a monarch. You know, this is, when I say this, I say it very important because the people that test you or judge you, they don't need to be the people that you beneath you. Ne? They need to be people where they see clear in the same level. Ne? So we see a person as a queen as well, who has his own kingdom, coming to assess what he heard about Solomon in his kingdom. So we can take this report as true because it's done by a peer, a person in the same level. He's not, doesn't owe Solomon anything. If I don't owe you anything, if I go I can just say it. Right? Now, we are beginning. The first test that he did, Queen Sheba, Bible, if you read the verse 1 and 2, it says that he came to test Solomon with hard questions. We can start writing hard questions, right there. Hard questions. He came to test them with hard questions. It means that Solomon was presenting his kingdom and Queen Sheba started asking hard questions. What are hard questions? Where do we take this thing from? Which context are we taking this thing? Every business idea must be tested first, verbally or spoken, hard questions, before you can take any action. We are unpacking it. Before you can take any action, there has to be hard question asked. If you have an idea or bicycle, we must ask you hard questions. As your peers, the basketers out said, are they gonna thrive with extension? Who's gonna buy them? Who's going to do this hard? Because if we're asking you easy questions, come on, guys. But we are not thinking the future. We must ask you questions in the future, hard questions. If you have an idea, as I speak, just write down your business idea or the business you are in. Because we assess it from 5-year period to 10 years period. Questions relating to what's going to happen between 5 years and questions related to what's going to happen in 10 years, unless if you are not intending to stay there for too long. We must ask hard, not easy, hard questions. Ask yourself, be in a habit of presenting it. Come on, there's nothing new under the sun. So whether your business is going to thrive, you must be in a constant habit of presenting it. The more you present it verbally, the more hard questions we can ask. Or when it's the ice, all right. The ice is our direct man. You think I go musidi meritile when because of the client that's how do go makapan start and do the you understand what I'm saying? We must ask deliberate, hard questions to your idea. Let's test it first with hard questions. I'm not losing anyone. Let's test it first with hard questions. And now the attitude, I want you to look at the attitude of Solomon whilst answering hard questions. Can you read verse 2, I think? Verse 2 or 3.
Verse 2 arriving at Jerusalem with...
No, verse 3. Verse 3.
Solomon answered all her questions. Nothing was too hard for the king to explain to her.
Right, just there. I want you to look at the attitude because that is the most important thing. Attitude. Here would say the question, do not be offended. As I want to offend Helena. Or not soft to Palawazalwane. Motho no motse a tseanyana ka question tse pedi fetsa fela re ke mmone tabanya ke succeed. Ngaka ke nne bona fela ba nang le ditšhelete. No. We are asking you practical, hard questions. Right, doesn't want me to succeed, that guy. Doesn't. No. We are asking practical. If you have an idea, we are going to ask practical, hard questions. Oh, all right. No, sure. Practical, hard questions. That's number one. Now, what is the attitude? Attitude is very important, especially in this stage, because if you have the attitude in this just fundamental stage, you are remaining with the 90%. You are remaining with the 90%. If you're just here, your better attitude, you are done. What am I saying? If you are approached with a hard question, Brother Solomon said something quite amazing. He said that he answered all the questions because there was, with an attitude there, there's nothing too hard. But what is the attitude? There's nothing too hard. You are coming with an approach and an attitude there, there's nothing too hard. I get in the first place. That idea is yours. That business is yours. Okay? There's nothing too hard. That is the attitude. We can do this thing. If Ritaliona, think on it and then answer it. There's nothing too hard. Attitude here, there's nothing too hard. We are not going to give you. You are not going to even build anything. So you're not even swearing, it's warrelli. Something gets a little somewhere. Very important attitude. There's nothing too hard. Harwood said there's hard questions. Attitude is there's nothing too hard. There's nothing too hard. We can do this thing. There's nothing too hard. It's doable. It's achievable. No matter how hard it is, it's doable, it's achievable. Are you with me? Yes. No matter how hard the question is, just find a way to make sure that you answer it. It's achievable, it's doable, and we are going to do pitching next time, probably. If not here, maybe in another church. So we're going to teach about how to pitch your business, how to speak about your business, how to pitch it. But today, when you are pitching it, when you are addressing it, whether you are speaking to your friends or to your, advisably, if you have an idea, go to someone that is already in business or something like that, so that he can be able to ask you those hard questions. And then when I cannot like attitude if head questions, there's nothing too hard. When those questions comes, there's nothing too hard. Now, we are going to see, after this practical, this oral interaction with the Queen, oral interaction, it's just oral then, Oral, I think what to say, it's still here or just on paper, oral interaction. We are seeing questions and stuff like that. From there, we are going to go to practical testing. Okay? We did your oral testing. We are going to go to practical testing of this thing that you have. Practically, what are the steps that you have to go through? Are you receiving value? All right. Practically, what are the steps that you need to take? Now, on that, whilst we are still there on your oral part, I know a lot of people don't know how to write a business plan. I understand. It's fine. It's not your fault. Right, it's not your fault. It was not your making. I did business management, business economics. They never taught me, go high school, how to write a business plan. Can you believe it? Such a serious thing. And then South African education system, let me just give you a sample way how to write a business plan. You write your idea, you write your advantages of the idea, the disadvantages of the idea, and stay there. Test it there. Have your idea, test it, advantage, blah, 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 you have an idea. Disadvantage, I think you're stay there, start assessing from there. Or is it worth it? Before it's a market analysis, blah, 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 it's okay. Stay there, let's hold it there. Write the idea, advantages, disadvantages, stay there. Why am I saying that? Because any plan, any idea has to work. It has to be something that brings value to people, and it has to be something that makes a change. Insurance. At the end of the day, they don't get a sale because you don't want it. You already have maybe 5, 6 that you have signed before. So let it be something that it's in need, something that something that is practical, something that works. From here. Can we go to practical steps? Are we satisfied with the oral questioning testing? Are we all satisfied? Let's go to practicals. Now, the practical part of this testing, the way Queen Sheba addresses it, I know a lot of people will not see this, but the way Queen Sheba addresses it, it actually starts from bottom to up. He started from up to bottom. When he came the kingdom, he saw the buildings, he saw the temples, he saw the castle, he saw how going down to the foundation of what makes that business succeed, or that kingdom succeeds. So we are going to start there. We are going to start there. And then from more, we do practical ways of how to do this thing. Number 1, which is number 7 on your Bibles. Number 1, which is number 7 on your Bibles. The Bible says, he saw how the burnt offerings were made, how the king moved from the castle to the temple, how they did worship, and all those things. He saw their spirituality, their religion. That is the end. Where it says, and then she lost words. She saw the foundation and she lost words coming from it. She started with the building, then when she came to the foundation. That's why this thing works. That's why this person analyzes so much, because this is why. This is the foundation. And what is the foundation? It's the belief system. It's the spirituality. It's the culture of the people. What do I mean about that? They will tell you, if you have been in business or whatsoever, like my job as an SDF, as a skills developer, what we emphasize the most, it's the culture in the organization. What is the culture? What is your belief system? What drives you? What is your foundation? Because you can't just do. A lot of businesses, they fall because they don't have foundation. What is the foundation? Is the belief system. Number 1, the belief, you can write it down, belief system. The belief system of the organization. What is your belief system? What is your culture? What drives you? What inspires you? What makes you to do that thing? It's your belief system. It's your culture. We can say your spirituality. Business all these things, because he wants foundation at the strong. Because they know what makes the first thing, spirituality. But in context, their business is your culture, your belief systems in the business. What is your belief system? Develop a strong belief system, and your company has a solid foundation. Right, Bonane? You have an idea, develop a strong belief system, and your company will be solid. The foundation will be solid. But the nice thing, you see, the way foundation is important, the building can't go up without the foundation. You can take it up, but it will collapse very soon. So a lot of people, they start with the building first and then they ignore the fundamentals. Why are you doing that thing? Because if you don't know what you're doing that way, it's until you will not have the drive. You'll have no zeal, no drive. You are going to stay there for 2-3 weeks and then zilele fitile. Almost no salary idea. Korea refisa nyana so fetsa fela ya fela. A ke ra itse na kore wa ikutlwa le no ha ke na le matla mone maraya no belief system. Nothing inspires you there. No belief system. Nothing at all. You know, moya. After praying, hey, why berekela ngwana batho? Because wala kala di CV because I one of that. I bereke. Why feel or I bereke? Let's work on the foundation, the belief system, the culture. Number 2. We are writing down, eh? Yeah. If you give fast, just slow me down. Tell me where you are fast. Come. Number 2, on this beautiful company called Israel, the way it was built under the leadership of Solomon, what they saw was the style or the way, before our belief system, or the way, but when that thing, the way, and Queen Sheba saw the way they were dressed, they were orderly, they were nice, their garments and whatsoever, they are nice, their style, the way their colors, it was nice. In a business context, the second thing you do after you build your belief system, you build your brand. Brand. Can you say brand? You build your brand. I you are just starting. You build your brand. Very important. Know your colors. Know your what's attractive to you. Know brand is your style, man. Ne? Brand is your style. Benahana ngesa le katsenamo ka bereski ba se spepulo orange, it's blue. Style is that guy. That's I'm branding myself such as that. Ne? Your brand is very important. Your company logos, if we make it practical, your company logo, your letterheads, your brand, your colors, how you brand it. You are not marketing it as yet. It's your brand. It's what you want to be known for. I can look on kitchen war, Chinese kitchen, it's Italian. Go bathroom who are with you understand? But this person doesn't have direction. Branding gives direction. Foundation, your belief systems gives you inspiration, and it's your foundation. But your brand gives you direction. Where are you going? It's in your brand, your branding. It gives you direction. It's your style. And then that's, the most important thing, that's what you will be proud of, your brand. From the name of the company, it's part of the brand, ne? The name. If it's a fella, it's a company, it's a bantu, empowering. You see, your brand is important. The name, the logo, the colors, they must go hand in hand with what you are doing. It gives us direction. And then with your brand, fella, we must see, okay, this is where this person is going. By just looking at the brand, once again, company again, e yona le ka bona brand fela e yona mo e ba rekisa ditamati ba rekisa di-fruits. Did you see the brand logo ya fruits and veg? Can you be lost and say ka mo ba rekisa diaparo? No. Because their brand gives you direction on what are we doing here. I cannot be misled. Or ka mo kerekeng wa bona ke kerekeng and then go di mo kwa le ka Castle Light 57. The brand is wrong. Like one, totally the brand is wrong. Lindsay Tops, motho wa Tops ya batho nyaka. Nka se be mola Spa Tops. No matter how much nale na re di chomi, re mingelang together, anketela kontlong, re ja dina bo botle. I can mix brand ya ka le high. It's not the same thing. I'm working with souls and people. He's working with Lenabato, but differently. Our work, it's different works. Differently. We are just doing the same job differently. So our brands should not be confused. Your brand will give direction. Are we learning thus far? Brand will give you direction. Branding. What is your branding? We are moving. We have a lot of things to cover here. We are moving. Number three, it's what comes to you. The Queen says, and he saw how the cupbearer was situated and sitting. The cupbearer. What is that? Cupbearing is very important, guys. And because some of you businesses, they die here. They just die here. Completely death. We have a very strong belief system. Then from there, you have a nice brand. We look over the piece over once or young brand by modify a brand. Hey, I want to write and then very well into a naking and the labor to buy one Ayabaka brand. Oh, this is a nice brand. We want to be part of this thing. Because your brand sells you. I got its direction. Your brand sells you. People who have money can come to you and say, we want to invest in your company. Through what? Your brand. In initial stages. That's where we get investors. With your brand, your belief system and your brand. It's enough to get you investors. It's a business plan. I can come out on your verbal questioning or testing. It was your business plan. So now here we are working on practical steps on how to move forward. Practical steps. Number 2 was branding. Number 3, it's very important. What is the duty of a cupbearer in a castle? The duty of a cupbearer is to say anything anymore the king drinks, the cupbearer drinks first. Why is that? So that if it kills the person, it will kill the cupbearer first, and then the king will have order in managing his kingdom. A cupbearer, it's a filter. Filter. Filter, very important. It's your filter. If you don't have a filter in your company, and your filter, it's your security. Your filter, it's a security. What comes, those that have businesses, you can just look at your business and ooh, I had a very bad filter there. That person was not allowed to be in my life, was not allowed to come. If you don't have a filter, any person will come. If any big Tom and here will just come and then do as they see fit. You need to have a filter. Filter your business. Filter the right, because some of the people will kill your business by words of discouragement. Don't look. Not the filter. The filter. You know what? This thing will work despite where now. But tonight it will work. Have a filter. Those people that when I want negative, you're more fatty. But what it's about Horwa to manya no to sato. Ona no ke mang yena ha o batho. Ke na no ke mang. Elamusane? Have a filter. Those things, they must not come to you. Not that they won't come to you, they will come. But have a filter. Have a filter. Not only with people that discourage it, also people that come to invest in your life. Check what is their belief system, what are they coming to do, what is their thing. Security, your cupbearer is your security, is your filter. Imagine if the king did not have a cupbearer. And then because I'm one of your subjects here, age. Ha! Like one that doesn't make, he had to have a filter. Have a filter. Are we good? Are we okay? Can we move on? Let's move on. Have security, have a filter. Filter all the people that come to your life and do these things. Have a filter. The fourth thing you need to work on that the Queen of Sheba showed us. He said that he saw how the servants were moving around the house. They were moving around the servants, how they provided service in the kingdom. Very important. Know that know that how it's I'm on the fourth level. Service. How someone comes quickly. It's service. It impressed her. The service, the way the service is given. That's where you work on your. If the way you treat, the way you service your people. It's a motor they feel like 100 rand and on change. Oh, it's a lady gets about better than 100 rand. That is some kilo by some around to look at the tomato. How will I change what move? You don't people service because service keeps your clients. Your service keeps your clients. Service. How do you do your service? How did you manage it? How operation? It's a service.